Hi, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Merrill, Wisconsin. Just about in time for National Anthem here in Merrill. It's Marshfield Blue Devils and the Merrill American Legion Baseball Club, and National Anthem time here in Merrill. All right, here we go. Good evening, everybody, and National Anthem behind us. Just about time for baseball here in Merrill. And the home Merrill Post 46 Ball Club hosting Post 54, the Marshfield Blue Devils. Blue Devils lineup is this. Catching and leading off is Peter Earl at third base, batting second. Chandler Schmidt at first base, batting third. Logan Homolka. And the cleanup spot is left fielder Riley Bauman. Camden Dahl will play shortstop and bat fifth. Colton Schillinger in right field, batting sixth. Karsten Jerschley, the designated hitter, bats seventh. Parker Week at second base, batting eighth. And Nick Urban in center field, batting ninth. Cale Weisenberger, starting pitcher for the Blue Devils here this evening. For Merrill, Post 46, Peyton Becker leading off, playing shortstop. Caleb DeYoung in right field, batting second. Zach Newman, the designated hitter, bats third. Conor Cartwright does the catching and bats fourth. Mason Johnson at first base, batting fifth. Michael McRae in left field, batting sixth. Zach Kriegel at third base, bats seventh. Henry Ryman in center field, bats eighth. And at second base, batting ninth, is Braden Pieper. Alex Gerker is the starting pitcher for Merrill here today. Take a quick discount double check, make sure I got all the names right, as the lineup was hot off the presses coming up to us like crazy. Yeah, Alex Gerke. Alex Gerke, the pitcher for Merrill. My apologies. Jason Zaleski here. Trevor Zaleski producing today's broadcast as we are live from Merrill. And thanks, everybody, for joining us while we wait for the final warm-ups from Gerke. Now is the best time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers live sports are on Zaleski Sports right now. Live free sports, by the way. You found us, and time now to pick two people that you know that would like to watch live free American Legion baseball here tonight. The reason you're watching is because you're watching one of these young fellows out here playing ball, and there are others out there that maybe forgot, didn't know, or just a little slow. But either way, let them know how you found us, and they can watch live free Legion baseball right along with us here tonight. So Marshfield visiting team will bat first, and the catcher Peter Earl now. As first pitch comes in at 7:51, 21 minutes past our posted time. The Junior Legion game went a little bit long, and then, well, that's the way it happens. 10-7, by the way, Merrill over Marshfield Junior Legion. First pitch, a ball coming to Earl. It looks like we're going to have to keep our own balls and strikes up here because there is absolutely nobody in the press box. Short-staffed, so we'll do our best here on balls and strikes, but we'll know the outs and the runs for sure. Balls and strikes could be a bit of a mystery at times. As this one is hit into left, and that'll get down. It's a leadoff base hit for Peter Earl. So Earl aboard. That brings up the third baseman, Chandler Schmidt. Yeah, no PA, no scoreboard. Huh. All right. Interesting times. So Gerke takes a peek over at Earl and fires home to Schmidt. And strike is the call. As I'm saying that, a fellow walks up here with a brat and a Coors Light and is attempting to turn on the scoreboard. And again, we're 20-plus minutes past the post time. Well, sometimes they say good help is hard to find. Good help on time is hard to find. Good help 20-plus minutes past first pitch is apparently really hard to find. Again, Chandler Schmidt batting, Logan Homolka on deck as the Blue Devils go Earl, Schmidt, Homolka, 1-2-3 here in the lineup tonight. Gerke again, long look in, now fires home, and Schmidt out in front of the changeup, and strike three swinging as Schmidt goes down for the first out of the inning. So first baseman now, Logan Homolka. One of just a couple lefties in Coach Josh Metz's lineup on the roster this year. As that one comes in low, Earl will stay at first. Nice block there behind the plate by Cartwright. Ryan Metz handling the coaching duties down at third base. As that sun just about ready to dip below the trees. I don't think that's interrupting things too much here. But just a point of order. Won't be long. And Gerke, another peek back at Earl, and fires home. This one hit in the air down the left field line, and foul. By the way, 536 feet to straightaway center, or at least it used to be. I guess a new fence. It's permanent. Not as nice as the old one. That's a full brick top to bottom fence out there. 536 feet when this ballpark was built and played on for about the first 60 years of its existence. Fouled off by Homolka. So 536 feet to straightaway center. I'll guarantee there was never a home run hit here to center field. 388 down the right field line. Only 330 feet if you're a right-handed pull hitter down the left field line. Again, when it was originally built, go through the dimensions here after this 1-2 offering to Homolka. So now current day, 303 down the left field line. 356 to straightaway center, much more doable. One of the shorter fields is just 6 feet long enough by WIAA regulations. And 315 down the right field line. So much more manageable if you want to ding the bell here in Merrill. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that one bounces in. Full count now coming to Homolka. Yeah, imagine that, 536 feet. That doesn't mean one won't get over the center fielder's head out there. Inside the park home run, your best option and a really good option. You know, you got a center fielder right now. Merrill in center. That's Henry Ryman out there, as this one is going to be hit towards the hole at second. Long run over, and everybody's safe as Homolka beats out the throw and an infield base hit and 2 aboard for Marshfield. Ranging to his left was Braden Pieper. A long way to go. Not able to get there. I mean, able to get it, but just not able to get there in time to make a throw. So left fielder now, Riley Bauman. Inside the park home run, probably very common. If you're a deep straightaway hitter back in, say 1951. 60 years ago, right? No, 70 years ago. Yeah, you know, if you put a charge into one in center, you're going to have to hustle. You're going to be out of breath and sweating by the time you hit that home run. Possible down that right field line, too. Again, 388. Back in the day, as this one popped up behind home, and catcher not able to see it. Nobody able to help him, and actually it was the pitcher, Gerke, who runs all the way from the mound. He was the only one of the 9 in blue that saw where that ball was. I don't think the Merrill dugout knew either, because there was no noise coming from the Merrill dugout. And nobody knew except for Gerke on the mound, and it's too far of a run for him to get there. So, yeah, 1951, it's possible. You hit that over the right fielder's head. You got a stand-up triple just because. And then maybe a chance at inside the Parker. But 536 feet. This one hit softly to third. It'll be an easy play to the bag for out number 2 as Earl is erased on the 5 unassisted. And Bauman down to first on the fielder's choice. Homolka moves over to second. So still runners on first and second, 2 down. And the shortstop, Camden Dahl. Back-to-back Stratfordians here in the Marshfield lineup. Sixers and the Black Sox in Wisconsin Valley Legion League going on now. It's Stevens Point 2, Plover 1, bottom of the 3rd inning. Those of you keeping track of standings on your standings board on your kitchen refrigerator. That one bounces in. That'll get past the catcher Cartwright, and everybody moves one station ahead. A wild pitch. So runners now on second and third for Dahl. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Had the opportunity and the pleasure to follow Black Sox over to Minnesota last week. They went 2-2 in the Upper Midwest Classic. High chopper over to third, and that's going to get through. It's going to be an error on the third baseman, and Marshfield leads 1-0. Error on Kriegel over at third. Marshfield on the board here in the first. So that brings up the right fielder, Colton Schillinger. As again, that sun now directly at us. Right at the top of the tree line. Top of the second inning, the sun will be below the trees. We'll have a much better look for you on the field. That is just a tough look right now. Tough look for us, even us standing here. Is that one ripped down the line? One will come in. It's an RBI base hit for Colton Schillinger. 2-0 Marshfield. So Marshfield able to get after Gerke early. Error scores 1 and an RBI base knock for Schillinger. Designated hitter Karsten Jerschley now. And the sun right into the Marshfield dugout right now, not affecting at all the pitcher, catcher, batter, not even a little bit. The alignment of the field helps with that. Brim of the helmet on the top of the melon of Jerschley helps with that. No help for us, though, right here. It is dead into us right now. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs in the inning, by the way. 2 early outs. The action continues here with 2 outs in the top of the first, and strike at the letters to Jerschley. This one, another chance and another error at third. The error in the inning by Kriegel over at third. And bases loaded now for the second baseman, Parker Week. So bases loaded, inning continues. And first pitch swinging, and this one is going to get through. And down, 1 run is in. 2 runs are in, a third being sent. It's going to be a bases clearing hit and double for Parker Week. And it is 5-0 Marshfield. Parker Week brings them all home on the double to left center. And just like that here in the first, 5-0 Marshfield. Nice hustle there from Karsten Jerschle, scoring all the way from first base, taking advantage of his DH role here in this game. And the first into Urban inside for a ball, just the second left-hander. 2 left-handers in Coach Metz's lineup here today. 4 hits, 2 errors, 5 runs. And strike there to Urban. And this one is hit to straightaway center, and settling under it for the final out of the inning in center field is Henry Ryman. But the damage done by the Blue Devils here in the first inning, they lead 5-0. You're watching Blue Devil Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have.
So I hung that other headset over the edge here. Thought maybe I'd get some crowd noise, but
Galaxy
noise.
S25G plus no activation fees.
Unless I turn it up really
So
loud.
you can stream, capture, and post without.
And there's a little bit of wind too,
Switch and get
catching
a
it.
free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
All right, back here to Merrill again. We'll go through the Merrill starting lineup for you. Peyton Becker, Caleb DeYoung, Zach Newman, Conor Cartwright, Mason Johnson, Michael McRae, Zach Kriegel, Henry Ryman, and Braden Pieper go 1 through 9 for the Merrill Ball Club here today. Pitching for Marshfield is Cale Weisenberger. Again, 4 hits in the inning, 2 errors, both at third, and 5 runs across for Marshfield. Here in the top of the first inning, again, we were delayed. A 10-7 Merrill win over Marshfield in Junior Legion action. That game did go the regular scheduled 7 innings, just a slow-paced game. And first pitch there, 5 o'clock, and at that point you're almost 100% assured you're going to be late on that second game. And sure enough, and it was 7:51 first pitch here in Merrill tonight. Nice night, though, overall here in Merrill. 68 degrees. And a healthy dose of sun here this evening. Again, top of the second inning, that sun will be down and will be lights on here probably. So it'll go from full sun to full lights as Weisenberger bounces in the first pitch to Becker. This one chopped and right at Weisenberger. Over to Homolka at first for the first out of the inning. That brings up the right fielder, Caleb DeYoung. Still haven't found a PA announcer here for the game tonight. That's all right, you got me. It's interesting where you go and what you come up with. I thought for sure there was a PA announcer for the juniors. But depending on where you go and all volunteer efforts, who's available, who's willing to sit up here and do the job. 1 ball, 1 strike. to DeYoung. Deck that we sit on here to do our broadcast was plumb full of Merrill folks for the juniors, and now just about 8 people left up here for the seniors. So I don't know, I guess most of the attention was on the junior Merrill team tonight. As I look down in the bleachers, that remains to be the case there as well. A very small selection of Merrill faithful here watching the seniors play tonight. And a walk issued to DeYoung, so a one-out walk has a runner on for Merrill. And the designated hitter, Zach Newman. Fairly healthy representation of Marshfield folks with their post 54 shirts on in the home plate grandstands and a little bit behind us. Coming in and out of commercial every now and then. We'll show you who's here, if we can find him. If the camera bends that far. Nobody, small set of bleachers right next to the Marshfield dugout, nobody there. So everybody's settled in behind home plate. Strength in numbers for the Marshfield folks here. 2 balls, no strikes to the designated hitter, Newman. Weisenberger got a ground out right back to him by Becker, then walked to Young, and now gets a strike called on Newman. And this one is down into center field. It'll be a loud single for Newman. So back-to-back base runners for Merrill. And now the cleanup hitter, Conor Cartwright. And Cartwright still had his shin guards on deck, I suppose. Double play possibility there. Not showing a whole lot of faith in his DH Newman, though. So the catcher, Cartwright, as the sun just about below the tree line. Give us some relief here so I can actually see what in the world's going on out there. And those of you not able to make the trip to Merrill, or those, I know there were some junior fans here that said they were going to go home and watch. Swing and a miss by Cartwright. No ball, 2 strikes. Matter of fact, one lady said I could listen to that voice anywhere. I don't know what that means, really. This one bounced over to third, and Schmidt with it go to the bag for the force out. The runners remain on first and second. Now 2 outs for the first baseman, Mason Johnson. It's that same lady, too, who said that the last crew that she saw here was mispronouncing names left and right. I know exactly who that last crew was, and I'm not surprised at all. Steve Maves probably watching and listening back at home. He knows, and he wasn't even here to hear that conversation. And just by me saying that, he knows exactly who they are, and not surprised at all. Ball 1 to Johnson. High chopper that Weisenberger will come off the mound and field. High throw to Homolka is in time for the final out of the inning. So a pair of groundouts back to the pitcher bookends the start and end of the Merrill first inning. 1 in the books from Merrill. 5-0 Marshfield. You're watching Blue Devil Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
All right, back to Merrill for Marshfield. It's exactly where they started back in the first inning, and they will do it here in the second from the top of the lineup as Marshfield bats 9 in the first, collects 4 hits and 5 runs along the way. 2 Merrill errors aided the Marshfield effort in that first inning. 5 bat for Merrill in the first. Again, it was a ground out to Weisenberger to start and end the inning. Base hit, 2 left on. Bottom of the first. Yeah, the lady was talking about that last crew that was here, and I didn't even need to know who was playing. I already knew. She did happen to mention who the other team was. I just nodded. She said they were getting the names wrong. They didn't know the baseball terminology. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you let them show up. Earl Schmidt Homolka. Right where we started the game at 7:51. So 22 minutes ago. Right back at it here in the second inning. Top of the order for Marshfield. And Alex Gerke pitching for Merrill, and this time starts Earl with a ball. And that one low at the ankles as a small Cessna passes overhead, probably heading to the Rhinelander at Regional Airport. I think it's Regional Airport. It's featured in a movie a few years ago. This one ripped down the line and foul. Movie was Cedar Rapids, Ed Helms. John Riley, is that his name, Riley? I don't know. I do sports, not movies so much, but it was a funny movie. And it all started at, or the start of the movie. Tim Lippy, that was his name. Tim Lippy, the lead character, sets off to Cedar Rapids and takes off from the Rhinelander Regional Airport. He had never been out of Rhinelander before and went all the way to Cedar Rapids. Had the time of his life at an insurance conference. Cedar Rapids, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a good one. 3-1 now. And it'll be a leadoff walk here in the second for Earl. So I don't watch many movies because generally I think they all suck. But that one was pretty good. Watched way more ones that I wish I never spent 2 hours on than the ones I did enjoy. And then Rachel was just complaining about that a couple days ago. We were scrolling through the movies, and I only wanted to watch ones I had already seen. She didn't like that. I know what I like. Look out. That one nearly in the dugout. The Merrill dugout has Schmidt way out in front of it. That is difficult to do, is to hit the ball directly behind yourself. Merrill, coach coming out of the dugout, puffing his chest, wants to throw that ball back towards Chandler, I think. That is tough to do. Runner going on the hit and run, swing and a miss, and Earl down to second is in with a stolen base. So Schmidt not able to complete the hit and run, the hit part of it anyway, but Earl on the stolen base. First stolen base today for Marshfield. No balls, 2 strikes. Bouncer over towards short, and we'll go to third, and the tag is put down, and gunned down is Peter Earl on the 6-5 heads-up play there. Risky play, a heads-up play for Peyton Becker and Merrill as they get the lead runner and the first out of the inning. Schmidt down to first on the fielder's choice, but yeah, risky play there. If you're Becker, you got to be sure of it because you don't get that throw over on time, and you got runners on the corners with nobody out. And the meat of the lineup here, the 3-hitter Logan Homolka. So, but the reward part of it is, and the reward part is as big as the risk. You get the lead runner out at third. So Earl had a bit of a hop and then a break after he had heard or seen contact from Schmidt, and he was already halfway to the bag. And just a nice throw by Becker too. You got to get all the mechanics there if you're going to get that lead runner out. You got to pick it clean, you got to throw it good, and then you got to be able to catch it. This one is in the gap, and so it did save a run for the time being. Around third comes Schmidt, and Schmidt headed to the plate. No throw and an RBI double for Logan Homolka. 6-0 Marshfield. So Schmidt goes first to third on the score. We saw Karsten Jerschley do that back in the first inning. Schmidt had a look at that from the dugout and said, hey, that looks pretty good. I'll do that once here. And does there. So one out, runner on second for left fielder Riley Bauman. As Marshfield has figured out Alex Gerke here early in this one. That one low for a ball. 5 hits through 2 1/3. 6 runs. This one will be ripped foul. Right down the line. These Marshfield hitters are out in front of Gerke. They've obviously saw something. They think they can come and attack, and it looks like, depending on the outcome here from Bauman, Merrill coaching staff is going to come out and have a talk with Gerke. 3 or 4 reserves on the bench there for Merrill. But 5 hits, now a loud foul down the line. That one bounces in and not able to be found. Now the throw comes down the third. Head first slide. He's in there. And now we do get the coach for Merrill out of the dugout, but he's there to complain about that call. And he says he completely disagrees with it as the ball bounced off the chest protector of Conor Cartwright and then settled in right in his catcher box, and he didn't see it. He was looking all over for the ball. Nobody helped him. Nobody pointed it out. Again, nobody from Merrill helping out the catcher, but made a nice throw down to third. The glove was down with the ball, but ruling that Homolka was in under the tag. So on the pass ball, Homolka down to third with 1 out, and the 2-1 inside, and this one's going to get past Cartwright. And Homolka is going to come home on the wild pitch, 7-0 Marshfield. Merrill dugout just right now upset about everything. Upset about Gerke a bit, upset about that call. And the scoreboard, 7-0. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Bauman. Thought there was a chance that Gerke was going to come get talked to after Bauman. There's the walk. He still might, but now with nobody on second or third, nobody in scoring position, you're just going to let your pitcher sit out there. I thought with a runner on, and depending on if Bauman reached safely or more, come out and talk to Gerke, but they're going to let him roll here. So Bauman down to first on the walk, and the shortstop Cam Dahl now reached by error back in the first. Both errors charged to Kriegel down at third. Bunt shown and pulled back. Runner goes. That's Bauman down to second, and another stolen base here in the inning. The second stolen base for Marshfield here in the second. That was just a straight-up steal, I think. First was on a hit and run that Schmidt missed the hit on. But either way, a pair of bags stolen here in the second by Marshfield, and they are cruising here, 7-0. Strike at the knees. Gerke again with the same pace he's worked with all game and hits the same spot again. Right at the knees for strike 2. Back-to-back nice pitches there from Gerke. Froze Dahl at the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Outside, and a wild pitch will send Bauman down to third. Number of wild pitches here by Gerke. A couple of pass balls so far in the game, and a couple errors. Things going all the way in Marshfield here through 1 1/3. Runner on third is Bauman. 2-2 now to Dahl, and inside for ball 3. Not sure if Gerke stumbled off the mound or he was looking for a strike call there, but full count coming up to Dahl. Kind of made a weird motion towards home plate. Full count. And in the dirt for ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Gerke. And the Merrill coaching staff going to let him work it out on his own. So runners on the corners, and right fielder Colton Schillinger. Schillinger, leadoff batter for his high school team in Stratford during the season. Regarded by many as one of the best catchers in the entire state of Wisconsin, regardless of school size. Playing right field here today for Marshfield, and a big swing and foul back by Schillinger. So no balls, 1 strike. Gerke, runners on the corners, 1 moving, and Schillinger with a blast to center field. And over the head of the center fielder, that's going to score both runners. And a 2 RBI double for Schillinger. There is a throw at the plate. Hang on here. And safe as they say, he dropped it. And Schillinger will be gunned down on third. With a 2 RBI double for Schillinger. 9-0 Marshfield. Say Cartwright dropped that ball at home. No disagreement from the Merrill bench. And he did. The ball came out of his glove, landed right in front of him, and then Cartwright picked it up and gunned down Schillinger for the second out of the inning. So Karsten Jerschley now. Jerschley first pitch swinging, hits it right at Gerke. Gerke able to knock it down and get it over in time for the final out of the inning. 4 more runs for Marshfield. They lead 9-0. Merrill coming up bottom of the second when we come back.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. No inside the park home runs here today. Again, center field, 536, or at least it used to be. Back when old people like Mike Steinwagner played baseball here. So I was told anyway. 356 these days to center. No home runs, no inside the park home runs, but 9 Marshfield runs on 6 hits and 2 Merrill errors. A wild pitch also part of the mix here through the first 2 at-bats for Marshfield as Michael McRae, Zach Kriegel, and Henry Ryman all due up here. Bottom of the second for Merrill. And Cale Weisenberger pitching for Marshfield, and that one in low. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the left fielder McRae. But definitely not the effort Merrill was planning on here today. As we do have bullpen action for Merrill. Likely to have a new pitcher coming in the top of the 3rd inning. And it looks like it may be shortstop Peyton Becker warming up. Or just a couple guys monkeying around behind the dugout. But I don't believe you would see Gerke back in the third. This one hit over to Dahl at short. A bobble, a throw across is in time. Homolka, nice stretch there. Logan Homolka with the stretch to help his teammate and shortstop Cam Dahl recover from the bobble. Weisenberger and Dahl, the high school teammates, having a little laugh between each other. Weisenberger probably saying, "Hey, I saw you do that once during the high school season. Let's be done with that now." So third baseman Zach Kriegel. First pitch swinging. Kriegel back up the middle, and Week with the pick at second, and 4-3, 2 up, 2 down. Couple of ground balls to start for Merrill. Center fielder now Henry Ryman. Low and outside for ball one. Weisenberger to Ryman. At the letters for strike one. Braden Pieper on deck if needed here in the second. And then again, I do believe we'll see a new pitcher for Merrill in the top of the third. This one bounced and back up the middle. Weak over and gets through to Dahl. It's going to be an error there somewhere for Marshfield. Take me a moment to process that one. Yeah, or maybe not. So they say infield single here for Ryman. I can buy that. High chopper. Weak did everything he could to get over, and they do flash the H up on the scoreboard for hit. Yeah, I can buy that. Weak had a long run to get over at it, and then Dahl backing him up, and his vision obstructed by Weak, and nobody able to make a play. So Braden Pieper now the second baseman for Merrill. Saw Dad Troy here before the game. I don't see him now. He's here somewhere. Just because I don't see him doesn't mean he's not here. This one hit over to Schmidt. High hop and eats up Schmidt. Schmidt throw in the dirt. Homolka not able to handle. And that'll be an error on Chandler Schmidt. And runners at the corners for Merrill. Tough one to handle. But then on the throw, Schmidt bounced it in. So back to the top of the lineup now, and Peyton Becker. Yeah, Dad Troy offered me a Coors Light. Told him next time he's in Marshfield, he can buy me one of those. Saw Troy in Stratford during the high school baseball season. Of course, Dad Troy, a varsity boys varsity basketball coach here in Merrill. And strike there. Probably trying to buy me that Coors Light and influence. So now I see him, yeah, down on the just about level with third base on the fence. Probably trying to influence my play call when Merrill plays in Marshfield later this year, as Schmidt deep in the pocket throws it over, and Homolka digs it. What a play! 5-3 as Chandler Schmidt, deep behind the bag at third, finds it, rips it. Homolka digs it out, and Marshfield digs out of it here in the second inning. What a play there on the 5-3 putout to retire Merrill. And that does it for Merrill here in the second. We have played two complete. Marshfield 9, Merrill nothing. You're watching Blue Devils baseball on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Can't find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Irvs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Irv's and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
Well, that's a way to end it in the second if you're Marshfield, as Chandler Schmidt, college baseball player at Winona State, flashing leather out there, had to make up for the error he made that the batter before. What a play. Throw across the diamond. Steve Maves. By the way, Steve will have highlights for you of this contest a little bit later on tonight, maybe even tomorrow morning. It's already kind of late, but highlights of this game anyway, at some point. Tell you what, by the time you have lunch at work tomorrow, or about the time you go to work tomorrow, somewhere in there, highlights of this game on Facebook at Zaleski Sports, where they always are and really where they belong. You'll see that play. Steve will make sure to dial that one up for you. Parker Week, Nick Urban, and then back to the top in Peter Earl. First time through for Marshfield is top of the third inning, and as I had said, relief pitcher on is Peyton Becker. And strike the call there as our scoreboard operator has flew the coop, I guess. Or has that been the same guy the whole time? I don't know what happened. Well, I don't know. It's been a strange night overall so far. Bunt laid down by Week. Slow roller that Becker picks and delivers for the first out of the inning. Nick Urban up now. Sometimes you get a relief pitcher on the mound, and sometimes you get a relief scoreboard operator. We had both right there at the same time. That is hard to do. The 9-hitter, center fielder Nick Urban. Saw Mr. and Mrs. Urban here at the ballpark today. This one hit to straightaway center, and 2 up, 2 down. Center fielder out there, Henry Ryman, saw it the whole way off the bat of Urban. Being led to believe the Montalvos are watching, either in Wisconsin or Hawaii or both. Thanks, everybody, for watching tonight. Having a great time wherever you are. If you're on the Marshfield side, having a really nice time. 9-0, your Blue Devils lead here in the third inning. 5 in the first, 2 more in the second. The leadoff hitter, Peter Earl. And that one will be into the parking lot, apparently. It's the third time through the order here for Marshfield, or start of it anyway. High for a ball. Earl today 0 for 1. I'm sorry, 1 for 1. 1 for 1 as Earl has reached twice, walked in the second inning. That does not count as an official at bat. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But on base percentage, if you're into all those kind of advanced stats, maybe you are. You're keeping track at home. Probably you are. I'm not. This one outside for a ball. Full count now to the catcher, Earl. Now the full count coming back, and this one back to the screen. Hustling down to first now is Earl. Earl takes a turn and looks. Cartwright able to retrieve the ball in time. Keep Earl at first base. Chandler Schmidt now. End of the inning with a real flashy play. Something we call around here anyway, one of our 3 to see. We haven't done that contest in over a year, though. Probably time to resurrect it. It's certainly a favorite of everybody's. Every Sunday, everybody gather around and vote on their top 3 plays of the week. And then the winner would get a visit from me at school on Wednesday and get to tell us a little bit about that play and about their season, about themselves. It was a good time. It's a big swing and a miss by Schmidt, but this virus that was making the news kind of kept us from that. Plus, something about broadcasting 509 games during the season. Say that again, 509 games broadcast right here by Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin sports leader. Proving it, and hit and run, and that'll be into left field. And it continues here for Marshfield. The first baseman now, Logan Homolka. So look out at second. Catcher Peter Earl with 2 outs, still running. Usually you'd bring your catcher in, get the shin guards on, and get ready, but you don't want to interrupt the speed of your leadoff hitter, who happens to be catcher Peter Earl. That doesn't often happen, but you don't want to sacrifice that speed out there. That one hit into somebody's garage to the south of the park here. Athletic Park, by the way, in Merrill is today's location, if I didn't say that already. Homolka 2 for 2, single and an RBI. Single and a double, I should say, with an RBI. Scored twice. Pretty good productivity from your 3-hitter. Plus, backed up that nice play by Schmidt, able to dig it out of the dirt. Just a nice overall 5-3 play. At the eyes. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs in the inning. Walk and a single have extended the inning here for Marshfield. Now Becker ready. And inside corner for a strike. Homolka tried to make it look good. Twisted out of the way. Home plate umpire too savvy for all that. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's Becker with it. And bounces it in. Nice stop there again by Cartwright. Cartwright's been busy here today. Chasing balls to the backstop, looking for others. Trying to get tags down, throwing people out at third. He's been really busy. Now getting accustomed to a new pitcher. New pitcher in the game anyway. Here's the full count, and that one is low for ball 4. A walk, single walk with 2 outs. Bases loaded now in the inning for the cleanup hitter, Riley Bauman. As they work on the microphone in the press box. 9-0, probably too late. May as well just skip it at this point. And Bauman right over to Metz. Oh, Ryan with the error. Usually that Beard's able to gobble it up, but the right hand went down. He'd be better off putting the Beard in the dirt, getting it caught in all that hair. Earl at third, Schmidt at second, Homolka at first. Bases full of Blue Devils here with 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike, and that one fouled back by Bauman. No balls, 2 strikes. Becker ahead in the count, looking to get Merrill back in the dugout. Again, Peyton Becker coming on here in the third in relief of Alex Gerke. Has Bauman on an 0-2. Off-speed pitch, strike 3 called, and that'll do it for Marshfield here in the inning. They made it exciting after 2 straight outs, load the bases, and Bauman goes down looking for the 3rd out. 3 left on. 1 hit, none across. Our score remains 9-0.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. All right, again, back to Merrill, 9-0 Marshfield. Merrill will go DeYoung, Newman, Cartwright, 2-3-4 here in the order in the bottom of the third inning, and we'll have a new pitcher for Marshfield. Get you caught up on that here as well. Actually, I had my cheat sheet that Coach Metz so nicely gives us here. Nope, I'm wrong. It's still Weisenberger. Thought we may have had somebody new come in. Never mind. So Weisenberger back on here, bottom of the third. Caleb DeYoung, right fielder now. And a strike from Weisenberger. If you like Fleet Farm, you've got to sign up for Fleet Rewards. You earn points to save even more on the things you already buy. Plus, it's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Start earning points today with Fleet Rewards. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. I've got the Fleet Rewards app right on my phone, and this one right at Schmidt, and the line out for the first out of the inning. Zach Newman now for Merrill. But, yeah, I got the Fleet Rewards app on my phone. You should too. And it is just that easy. I go in, I buy whatever I was going to buy anyway. I tell the cashier, who's always very nice, my phone number. They type that in and get my points, get my $5 off every now and then, which is always helpful. And leave Fleet Farm even happier than I normally used to, which is hard to do, but they've upped it. If we use Dave Portnoy's pizza rating scale, you know, Fleet Farm comes in as an 8.3. Now they're now up to an 8.4. But I mean, 8.3 is a strong score. I think that's the best score Portnoy has ever given out. That 0.1, it's a big lift. Didn't think it was possible, but it is. So head on down to Fleet Farm, get your rewards set up. You'll be all set to go for the summer. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Newman. As Weisenberger deals, swung on and missed for strike 3. Just the first strikeout today for Cale Weisenberger. It is the second out here in the bottom of the third. And now the catcher, Conor Cartwright, reached by fielder's choice in the first. That one misses away for ball 1. They were doing some experimentation with the PA system in the press box next to me. See what they get figured out. This one hit on the infield, weak under it. And an easy 1-2-3 inning for Marshfield here in the third as they set down Merrill in order. You're watching Blue Devils baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires at Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
All right, back to Merrill. Top of the 4th inning is here. Again, Marshfield scoring 5 in the first, 4 in the second. Numbers can be hard. I did go to government school, so I can get a little twisted up sometimes. 5 in the first, 4 in the second, 9-0 Marshfield on 7 hits and 2 Merrill errors. 2 hits for Merrill tonight. They have not scored. Cam Dahl, Colton Schillinger, Karsten Jerschley as Marshfield goes 5-6-7 here tonight. It's a truly spectacular weather night here. Clouds hovering above. Not much left of the evening sun. And, lights came out. A lot of talk. I've talked a lot about Athletic Park here in Merrill, and did a little bit of talk about old Reith's Field in Marshfield. One thing I remember most about Reith's in Marshfield is when the lights would come on, one, it would take almost a full inning for them to go from turning on to full power, and then the buzz from the lights. It was any hornet's nest you've ever heard times a million all around the ballpark. The lights here in Merrill, LED lights, I'm presuming, and they just turned on. Just flip the switch and they're full candle watt right away. And illuminate the field pretty evenly all the way around. Peyton Becker back on here for a second inning of work. That one skips in front of Cartwright. Cartwright saw 6 Marshfield batters last inning. Probably should have only seen 3. But ended the inning with a walk, a single, and a walk, loaded the bases before striking out Riley Bauman. It was 2 up, 2 down, and then all of a sudden Becker was in more trouble than he knew he was going to get into in that inning, as this one is ripped right back up the middle. A leadoff hit for Cam Dahl here in the 4th inning. Time is called. They're going to come out and talk to Becker. Through the last 5 batters for Becker, 4 base runners. And it looks like that will be it for Peyton Becker. So let's take a quick commercial break here. And that'd be a good time to hear from Nasonville. So we'll hear from Nasonville Dairy now. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show after the game. We'll hear from them now. Be back with a pitching change in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968. and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families at.
All right, again, we'll hear more from Nasonville Dairy in our post-game show. Thanks, Nasonville Dairy, for giving us time to get the pitching situation sorted out as Peyton Becker comes in, pitches 1 inning, gives up 2 hits. The line not complete yet as third baseman, now pitcher Zach Kriegel, comes in, and the wild pitch will send Dahl down to second. Two balls, no strikes to the right fielder, Colton Schillinger. And Schillinger into the gap in right center. That's going to get down and roll all the way to the track. Coming around to score is Cam Dahl as Schillinger heads to third. An RBI triple for Schillinger, 10-0 Marshfield. Schillinger's 4th RBI here today. DH Karsten Jerschley. But a rip from Schillinger all the way to the track in right center. Those of you wondering, 10-run rule in effect after the 5th inning is complete. Marshfield is there now in the top of the 4th. Third pitcher of the night for Merrill. Swung on and missed by Jerschley for strike 1. Big rip there as Karsten saw what Colton did just a moment ago. Wanted to take a rip at that 303 right down the left field line. Now the 2-1, and this one hit high into center field, shallow center. Coming on and making the catch is the center fielder. A nice throw coming in, and will send Schillinger back to the bag at third. He was halfway down the line, but Henry Ryman uncorked a frozen rope and sends Schillinger back to the bag at third. So one down now in the inning. It's that run by Dahl charged to Peyton Becker. That will bring his line complete as I tally up just a couple of the couple things he had. He pitched just the 1 inning, did Peyton Becker. As Parker Week comes on now. The 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 hits, and a run on the line for Peyton Becker here tonight. And again, this is Zach Kriegel pitching. As Dahl hits this one, Week hits this one a mile high in foul territory on the third base side, and that play is made for the second out of the inning. A 9-hitter now, Nick Urban. Catcher Peter Earl on deck. Shingard's on here with 2 outs in the inning. Runner on third is Schillinger, and a swing and a miss by Urban. The 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And outside corner for a strike. Cartwright made that look worse than what it was. He reached across had set up on the left, or on the inside part of the plate to Urban's inside and reached all the way outside. This one hit into shallow left field. Now it'll stay on the infield, and it'll be caught there for the final out of the inning. Marshfield does get one on 2 hits. They leave one on. 10-0 Marshfield.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
All right, back here to Merrill, 10-0 Marshfield. Mason Johnson, Michael McRae, and Zach Kriegel all due up. Kriegel coming on to pitch for Merrill in the top of the inning. On tap tomorrow at Zaleski Sports, it's Everest at Wisconsin Rapids. First pitch 7 o'clock, and then Saturday doubleheader for you. The Whittlesey at Marshfield Chaparrals doubleheader. First pitch is at 12 o'clock. By the way, tomorrow's game 7 o'clock. A doubleheader on Saturday, Whittlesey at Marshfield Chaparrals, the Whittlesey Reds at Chaparrals. First pitch is at 12 o'clock. And then it's Northern Lights Football League action and Winona at Marshfield with kickoff at 3 p.m. And then everybody's going to take the day off on Sunday, by the looks of it. Everybody around here anyway. Now it appears we have a new pitcher for Marshfield. I was just predicting the future an inning ago. Noah Grimm now pitching for the Blue Devils. Again, first baseman Mason Johnson. And Johnson not able to catch up to that one. So Grimm pitching for the Blue Devils as Weisenberger's day is done after 3 complete. 2 hits, no runs. Striking out 1 did Weisenberger. And walked 1. Final line for Cale Weisenberger here tonight. And swung on and missed for strike 3 as Grimm gets Johnson swinging, and 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. That brings up the left fielder, Michael McRae.
Come on, Mike. Good luck. Here you go, Mike. Come on, kid.
And swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike now to McRae. Last time out, McRae grounded over to short. That was in the 2nd inning. Batting here in the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tough, Mike. Tough. Come on. Tough, kid. Here we go.
Grimm looks in and delivers the 1-2. Off-speed pitch that misses high and away. Draxler Transport has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport, a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today as McRae goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Grimm here in the 4th inning. Bring up the pitcher, Zach Kriegel. Thanks again to Draxler Transport and others for making sure you get to watch this one live and free. All the way in Merrill. You get tucked in for Betty Bye on time tonight. Not having to worry about the drive home. Get up for work the next day. Tomorrow, whatever tomorrow is. Kriegel grounded to second, back in the second. Now the 0-1 from Grimm and swung on a missed for strike 2. So Noah Grimm on a mission here in the 4th inning. Striking out Johnson and McRae. Now has Kriegel, no ball, 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 from Grimm, and that one skips in. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. And out in front of it and pulled that one foul did Kriegel.
Look, Craig. Up, babe. Hey. Battle. Come on, bud.
Now the 1-2 again. That one fouled back and into the chest protector of our home plate umpire. Earl says, sorry about that, Blue. Didn't mean to let that one get by. Matter of fact, I was trying to close out the strikeout. Now the 1-2 again, off-speed pitch. That one misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, kid.
And strike 3 looking as Noah Grimm comes in and strikes out the side here in the 4th inning. Our score remains Marshfield 10, Merrill nothing. You're watching Blue Devils baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Rooftech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Rooftech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Rooftech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Rooftech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Rooftech online at rooftechllc.com or Rooftech LLC on Facebook. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, back here to Merrill, top of the 5th inning. Marshfield back to the top of the order. This will be the 4th inning now. The 3rd inning. Marshfield has started at the top. It'll be the 4th at-bat for Peter Earl, Chandler Schmidt, and Logan Homolka. The 3rd time, 1st, 2nd, now 5th innings that Marshfield has started at the top. Again, our friend and yours, Mike Steinwagner, hearkening back to a time where he tells me that my dad was reading me stories at the fireplace by candlelight and how technology has come. I think what he's saying is now this is similar to me reading Mr. Steinwagner a story tonight by the light of his phone. Or something like that. Probably putting him to bed. So get all tucked in, Mike, and get ready as this one is blasted to straightaway left, under it, and there for the catch. A little bit under it there was Earl. Had a nice sound to it, but got under it just a bit. Now the third baseman, Chandler Schmidt. Again, 10-run rule in effect after the conclusion of the fifth inning, so should Merrill, 1, keep Marshfield at 10, and then not be able to score in the bottom of the inning, that would be it here tonight. This one now, Schmidt has fouled to the on-deck circle on the Marshfield side, and earlier in the game, Schmidt fouled one straight behind him, and a laser right over the top of the Merrill dugout. Now fouled this one into the Marshfield on-deck circle. That not as difficult to do. What he did earlier in the game, fouling it and just ripping it straight behind him, that is tough to do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is from Kriegel, and that hits Schmidt. And down to first goes Chandler. A breaking pitch of some sort that broke inside on Schmidt. So Logan Homolka now 2 for 2, single, double. Has reached base 3 times, scored twice. Pretty good stat line for Homolka. Contender for our player of the game. So is our second baseman, Parker Week. We'll see. First things first. Marshfield finish on the winning side, then we'll interview a player. Nasonville Dairy postgame show at the finish of this one. We will talk to Coach Josh Metz. And should Marshfield hang on and win here, also talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game as Schmidt big turn at second. And Cartwright will walk it back on the infield. Two balls, no strikes from Kriegel to Homolka, and a big swing and miss from Homolka. And the dugout letting him hear about it. It's a mighty hack there by Homolka. And hits this one into straightaway center, playable. And wasn't able to be found out in center field, and the ball comes into third. The slide is in from Schmidt. And I believe safe is the call. I didn't see the umpire make a call out there. Safe is the call, all right. So tough one to handle out there in center, has Homolka down at second. Now Riley Bauman with runners on second and third with 1 out in the inning. That one fouled back. And swung on and missed by Bauman. No balls, 2 strikes. Bauman struck out back in the third inning, but that was a pitcher ago, Peyton Becker. And the 0-2 coming back, and this one hit into right field. Should be deep enough to score Schmidt from third, and it'll be a sac fly RBI for Riley Bauman. 11-0 Marshfield. And Homolka moves over to third on that same tag maneuver. That'll bring up the shortstop, Cam Dahl. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. If you're watching this broadcast, you are eligible for lower cost health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Inside for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now on Dahl as And Marshfield leads 11-0. That strike zone gets a little bit bigger. You got to be prepared for that. Dahl rolls this one over to second, and that gets through. And an E4, and it's 12-0 Marshfield. And it looks like a pitching change may be upon us here. And it is. So we'll get that pitching change sorted out. We'll hear from Grassland Dairy. Be back to Marshfield in just a moment. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier. With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
And let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
All right, back to Marshfield. It's Mason Johnson on for Merrill here in the 5th inning. 2 outs to bring Colton Schillinger back to the plate. Tripled his last time up. Did Schillinger. Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Finals, leaving off right where they starting right where they left off back on, what day was game 1? Tuesday? Yeah. Phoenix 56, Milwaukee 45 at halftime. So Suns with an 11-point lead over in Phoenix. Game 3 in Milwaukee on Sunday with a 7 o'clock tip-off. At this point, Bucks going to come home down no games to 2. That best-of-7 series. Although in the NBA, 11 points is not much. But it looks like to this point, Phoenix, the toughest team they played on their route to the finals was in round 1 against Los Angeles. Looks like. That went, that would go 6 games? 6, yeah. And then, of course, you got the world-famous Suns in 4 guy. People wearing T-shirts of him, and that one ripped over to third for the final out of the inning. Schillinger comes back laughing into the dugout. Got a hold of it, but hit it right at him. The name of the game in baseball, hit it where they ain't, but that did not happen that time. It's last call for Merrill. Henry, Ryman, Braden, Pieper, and Peyton Becker, 8-9-1 when we return to Merrill.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning, last call for Merrill. So Noah Grimm back on the mound here for inning number 2 tonight as he's come on in relief of Cale Weisenberger. Struck out the side in the 4th and has 8, 9, and 1 to deal with here in the 5th. And Ryman looks at a pitch away for ball 1. And that one ripped into right field and caught by Schillinger. So 1 up, 1 down. And that was actually what I'm told Nathan B. that was hitting, and now I'm told another pinch hitter here. No number on the fronts of the jerseys, so we'll see if we can get figured out here for you. Whoever it is, strike. Okay, there we go. Now we got a number. Fletcher Ellenbecker batting for Pieper. And that one misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ellenbecker. Again, our Nasonville Dairy postgame show comes up at the conclusion of this one, so don't go anywhere. Talk to Coach Metz and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game. All that comes up on our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, so you won't want to miss that. Stay right here. Go down to the field and catch up with the guys. Find out what looks to be a win here tonight. Although no time clock in baseball, I got to get the outs. Now full count now to Ellenbecker. 3-2 from Grimm. And strike 3 called, 4th strikeout for Noah Grimm. So back to the top of the order now in Peyton Becker. And strike to Becker. This one fouled into the netting in front of us and will stay in the netting. So no balls, 2 strikes. Grimm looking to put an end to it and gets this one over to Week and Homolka, and that is it here tonight. And more fireworks from somebody exploding and helping to cheer on the Marshfield Blue Devils tonight here in Merrill. That's nice. So Parker Week fields the last ground out, and Parker will be our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game. We will talk to him and our manager Josh Metz in the Nasonville Dairy postgame show when we return.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Parker. Don't worry, we won't hear what you say till later, so it's no big deal, all right? We're good, Trevor? All set to go here on Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll start with manager Josh Metz. You told your guys that they're playing good baseball tonight. 12-0 here tonight. Really got after them early. Tell us about playing good baseball and what's made that happen here this year.
Everything. It's all facets of the game: pitching, defense, and hitting, and base running too. So it's everything. The bats were struggling early in the year, but the pitching was there, the defense was there. I keep saying we found a way to grind out a 4-0 win in De Pere on one hit, and ever since then it's just been, the bats are rolling now. So we knew it was too early and too early to panic, but obviously that's these last few games now, 5 wins straight. Those are complete wins.
4-0 on one hit is tough to do. 9-0 in the first 2 innings. That's a little bit easier to explain how you end up winning that one. I think you told the guys there's going to be some lineup deficiencies the next few games. Tell us about how do you prepare for that, and how do you go about adjusting with the ebb and flow of the player availability over the next week.
Yeah, we'll just have to get creative. It's something I've been planning for and knowing about for quite a while. So I put my thinking cap on and think of the best way that we can get her done. So guys are going to have to step up and play different positions probably than they're used to, and just keep that good defense going. We're still going to have good pitching, so that's a positive. Noah, I think everyone saw Noah throw tonight. He's got very, very good stuff, and Nick Urban and Riley Bauman, we got guys to throw. So it's going to be defense, and it's going to be guys stepping up and continuing the good at-bats at the plate.
Congrats on the win, Coach. We'll see you down the road, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll bring in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, Parker Week. I think that's a good thing, right? You start off, you heard me talk to Coach, you start out 9-0. You had a big part of that, bases clearing double in that first inning, and you guys just rolled from there. What was the mindset of the team coming in tonight that helped get a big win here in Merrill?
All right, so we just want to keep the momentum going. We've been hitting the ball really well lately, so we wanted to keep that going and base hits, and then get a big lead early.
Something in the works over here. I'll keep it. Look, I'll watch over here. You watch over there. We'll band up together here, me and you. Infield's playing really well. Chandler, really nice play. A couple nice fielding opportunities made good by you. Cam over at short. Talk about the infield and how well you guys have been able to play together this year.
Yeah, we've been playing pretty well. We try to keep it fundamental, fielding ground balls and limit errors. That's a big thing.
Coach talked about Noah Grimm coming in, a bunch of strikeouts there to end the game. That's going to be a little bit easier, 12-0 coming in like that. So how can you make that a point of emphasis the rest of the year? Just to, make it comfortable for the pitchers this year.
Keep hitting the ball. That's the main thing. We struggled early, and now we're finally getting the bats going, and that's really helping us.
All right, your microphone. I don't know what's going to happen behind you.
I don't either.
I'm going to get out of the way is what I'm going to do. All right, I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. Every week I'm in the house. I have no idea what's going on. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Trevor, we're good? We're good. He says 3, 2, 1.
I'm Parker Week, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
That was good. Good luck, guys. All right. Yeah, I don't know if we can do it any better than that. So thanks to Parker, thanks to Coach for joining us here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. ZaleskiSports.com is your place to check out our weekly schedule. Just click weekly schedule. Find out where we're live next. Trevor Zaleski on production. My name is Jason Zaleski. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you again later on.